যে তোমরা কি শুনতে চাও আজকে? স্বামীজির কথা। স্বামীজি ভারতবর্ষের জন্য কি করলেন? স্বামীজির কেউ বলে স্বামীজি চোখে জল ফেলেছেন। স্বামীজি চোখে জল ফেলেনি, স্বামীজি রক্ত জড়িয়েছেন। ওনার প্রত্যেকটা রক্তক্ষণ থেকে এই যে অগ্নিবীর যারা বলছো তোমরা, তারা কিন্তু ওইটার থেকে এসেছে। যে দেখো আমাদের দেশটা কতটা ওনাকে বুঝেছে ভগবান জানে। কিন্তু ওই সময় 1920-30 যে একজন নোবেল লরেট রোমাই রোলা বলে, উনি ফ্রেঞ্চ নোবেল লরেট ছিলেন। উনি স্বামীজির জীবনী লিখেছেন। স্বামীজির জীবনী লিখতে গিয়ে বলছেন, স্বামীজির চিতার অগ্নিকুণ্ড থেকে অনেকগুলো যেটা স্ফুলিঙ্গ বেরিয়ে এসছে, সেটাই কিন্তু যে স্বাতন্ত্র্যের অগ্নিটা জ্বালিয়ে উঠলো বলে। সেখান থেকে কিন্তু ভারতের স্বাতন্ত্র্যের যে অগ্নি উঠলো, সেখান থেকে যত ক্রান্তিবীররা এসেছে, সে কথাটা উনি তখনই বলছেন 1926-1930। মানে আমরা এখনো কিন্তু স্বামীজিকে অ্যাসেস করতে পারছি না যে স্বামীজি কত কি করে গেছেন আমাদেরকে, সেটা কিন্তু আমরা বুঝতে পারছি না। বুঝবো হয়তো আরো 100-200 বছর পরে। কিন্তু যত দূর আমি চিন্তা করছি, স্বামীজি কি না করে গেছেন। স্বামীজি একটা জায়গা বলছেন যে জাপানিজ মেয়েরা কোনোদিন ওদের পুতুলকে ভাঙে না। ওরা পুতুলকে মনে করে প্রাণ দিয়ে যদি আমি ওকে ভালোবাসি, তাহলে ও জীবন্ত হয়ে উঠবে। এখন স্বামীজির একদম মানে দৃঢ় একটা ছিল, যদি ভারতবর্ষকে প্রাণ দিয়ে যদি আমরা ভালোবাসি, যে ঘুমন্ত ভারতবর্ষ আবার উঠবে। সেটা যখন উনি ভারতবর্ষে ফিরে আসলেন, তখন যে ডিসক্রিপশন ওরা যারা দিচ্ছে রোমাইরোলার মতন, তারা বলছে কোন রাজা মহারাজা কি এডওয়ার্ড দ্য কিং কাউকে সেই রকম সম্মানটা ভারতবর্ষ কোনদিন দেয়নি। পুরো ভারতবর্ষ যেন একটি মানুষের মতন উঠে পড়লো। যে ওটা কিরকম ছিল সেটাও বলছে যে স্বামীজি যখন ফিরে এসেছে, যে ভারত মাতা যেন, ভারতবর্ষ যেন একটা ডেড বাড়ির মতন পড়েছিল। জাইগান্টিক কর্পাস, এই কথাটা বলছে যে ডেড বাড়ির মতন পড়েছিল। সেইটা যে উনি উদাহরণ দিচ্ছেন যে জিসাসের কাছে দুটি বোন কাঁদতে কাঁদতে নিজের ভাইকে নিয়ে এসেছিল ডেড বডিটাকে, যে ওর নাম ছিল লাজারাস। যে এসে শুয়ে দিয়ে কাঁদছে, প্রভু আমার এই একটা ভাইকে তুমি প্রাণ দিয়ে দাও। তিনি নাকি একবারে বলেছেন, লাজারাস কাম ফোর্থ, উঠো জাগো। এই যে বলাতে নাকি ওই ছোট ছেলেটা হড়বড় করে উঠে পড়েছে। আর এইটা উনি কম্পেয়ার করে বলছেন, স্বামীজি যখন এসে যখন পাশ্চাত্য থেকে ফিরে আসলেন, এসে যে সিরিজ অফ লেকচার্স দিলেন না, স্বামীজি দাঁড়িয়ে বলেন মাই ইন্ডিয়া রাইজ যখন বলেছেন, তখন যেন এই ডেড বডির মতন যেটা শুয়েছিল সে দরবার করে নাকি উঠে পড়েছে। এই জিনিসটা আমরা বলিনি, এটা বলছে পাশ্চাত্য। তোমরা চিন্তা করো কি ইম্প্যাক্ট, কিরকম এটা এসেছিল, যে কিরকম ধাক্কা এসেছিল। অরবিন্দ খুব সুন্দর বলছেন, অরবিন্দ ঘোষ উনি বলছেন স্বামীজি এমন একটা হিরো যে উনি এসেছেন কেন, পৃথিবীটা নাকি দুটো হাতে তুলে এটাকে মোল্ড করবে, সেরকম শক্তি নিয়ে উনি এসেছেন। আর ওরা তখনই বলছে স্বামীজি যখন এসেছেন তাহলে আমাদের স্বতন্ত্র নিশ্চিত আসবে আসবে আসবে। আর সেটা কত আশা করে যে কত বীররা, আমরা ভাবতেও পারি না, এখন চিন্তাও করতে পারছি না, আমাদের হিস্ট্রি জিওগ্রাফি বুকে লেখাও থাকছে না। এটা সব থেকে দুঃখের কথা। এখন যদি সরকারটা আবার যদি ওটা লিখে সব থেকে ভালো হয়, যে হিস্ট্রি বুকগুলোতে পর্যন্ত লেখা থাকছে না যে কি কষ্ট পেয়েছে আমাদের ক্রান্তিকারীরা, যে ওরা নাকি একটা হাতে গীতা, একটা হাতে স্বামীজির বই নিয়ে ফাঁসিতে গেছে। এত দূর পর্যন্ত গেছে যে এমন এমন বীররা ছিল, শুধু বাঙালিরা না, যে সুদূর পাঞ্জাবে পর্যন্ত ভগৎ সিং নাকি প্রতিদিন স্বামীজির একটা বাণী পাঠ না করে উনি বেরোতেন না। তাই জন্য ব্রিটিশদের একটা ডাউট হয়ে গেছিল, তাহলে কি এমন কি লিখেছে যেটাতে যে এরকম করে আগুন লাগাচ্ছে, যে ওরা সব স্বামীজির বইগুলোকে বেজায়াপ্ত করেছে, বেজায়াপ্ত করে সমস্ত তল্লাশি করে খুঁজেছে কি কি লেখা আছে, কেন সব বিপ্লবীরা স্বামীজির বই নিয়ে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে। স্বামীজি বলছেন একটা জায়গা, তোমরা ভাববে না আমি এমনি কথা বলেছি, আমি এমনি কথা বলিনি, আমার নিজের রক্ত দিয়েছি, এমনি রক্ত দিয়েছি, নিজের প্রাণ দিয়েছি। যে ওনার ভাষাটা, যে আমরা জানি উনি সাধু, সুন্দর করে বলবেন বেদান্তের কথা, কিন্তু সময়ে সময়ে উনি কিন্তু আগুন ঝরিয়েছে, আগুন দিয়েছে। যে একটা একটা এই আছে হেমচন্দ্র ঘোষ, যে ঢাকাতে তখন ছোট ছেলে, ক্লাস 10 না 11 পড়তেন, মানে সহপাঠীদের নিয়ে স্বামীজির কাছে গেছে। স্বামীজি বলছেন শোন, স্বামীজি কি তথ্য উপদেশ দিলেন জানো? স্বামীজি বললেন শোন, তোমার বাড়িতে ঢুকে যদি তোমার ভাই বোন আর মাকে যদি কেউ অপমান করে কি করবি বল? তখন ও ছোট ছিল তো, খুব বুক ফুলিয়ে বলেছে, কেন আমরা ওদেরকে মারবো, ওদেরকে এই করবো সে করবো? আরে তোদের বাড়িতে তো অনবরত ওটা করে যাচ্ছে ব্রিটিশ, তোমরা তো করছো না তো কিছু। তখন ওরা খাতামত খেয়ে বলছে, আমাদের কি করতে হবে স্বামীজি, কি করতে হবে? বন্দুক নাও, মারো, ওদেরকে ঠাড়াও, তোমরা তাড়াতে পারছো না ওদেরকে? তুমি চিন্তা করো, এটা সাধু বলছো। একজন স্বামীজি এই কথাটা বলেছে। হেমচন্দ্র ঘোষ বলছে, এমন উগ্র ভাষায় স্বামীজি বলছেন, এমন আগুনের ভাষায় বলছেন, আমরা সব প্রথমত কি গেলাম, একজন সাধু এরকম বলছেন। বহু বছর পরে যখন আমি গীতা আমার রক্ত হলো, তখন ভাবলাম যে অর্জুনকে যদি কৃষ্ণ এই কথা বলতে পারে, স্বামীজি কেন বলবেন না? স্বামীজি নিশ্চয়ই বলবেন। আরো একটা ইনসিডেন্ট, ভগৎ-সিং তখন ছোট ছেলে, 18-19 বছরের ছেলে, যে উনি দেখছেন একদিন আমাদের বাগবাজার পল্লীতে ভগিনী নিবেদিতা ঝাড় দিচ্ছে, ছুটে এসে উনি ঝাঁটাটা হাতে নিয়েছে, দিদি দিদি আমাকে একটু করতে দিন না সিস্টার। তো নিবেদিতার খুব ভালো লেগেছে, বেশ স্পিরিটেড ছেলে। তো উনি ভাবছেন যে উনি যখনই দেখতেন এরকম স্পিরিটেড ছেলেদেরকে, উনি তখন স্বামীজির কাছে নিয়ে যেতেন। একদিন উনি ওনাকে স্বামীজির কাছে নিয়ে গেলেন, চলো তোমাকে আমি বেলুন মঠ দেখাবো, স্বামীজিকে দেখাবো, যে ওখানকার বর্ণনা দেখো। স্বামীজির ঘরের কাজে ভগৎ-সিং এসে দাঁড়ালেন। তখন ভিতরে ছিলেন গঙ্গাধর মহারাজ বলে অখণ্ডানন্দ মহারাজ, আর একজন গুরু ভাই। উনি বলছেন, স্বামীজি নাকি হঠাৎ করে বলে উঠলেন, গঙ্গা তুমি একটু বাইরে যাও তো, ওই ছেলেটাকে একটু ভিতরে রাখো, আমার ওর সঙ্গে একান্তে কথা আছে। যখন ভগৎ-সিং ভিতরে আসলেন, আগুন যেন আগুন গেছে, ঠিক যে দুজনে চোখাচোখি করছে। চিন্তা করো, ভগৎ-সিং আর স্বামীজি, হ্যাঁ, দুজনে পরস্পরকে দেখছে, চোখটা আরেকজনের দিকে, আরেকটা চোখের দিকে তাকিয়ে আছে। ও বর্ণনা হচ্ছে আগুন যেন আগুনকে গিলছে। স্বামীজি কি যে উপদেশ দিলেন ভগৎ-সিংকে, আজ অব্দি আমরা কেউ জানি না। নিশ্চয় এমন একটা দিয়েছেন যার জন্যে ভগৎ-সিং নিজের প্রাণ সর্বস্ব, জীবন সর্বস্ব কিন্তু দেশ মাতৃকার কাছে বলিদান দিলেন। যে স্বামীজি এরকম অনন্ত রূপ ধরে উনি কিন্তু দেশের সেবা করে গেলেন, এখনো করে যাচ্ছেন, এখনো করে যাচ্ছেন। এই যে তোমরা সব ছোট মেয়েরা, তোমাদেরকে ইন্সপায়ার করছে কে? স্বামীজির বাণী তো, সবাই ভিতরে স্বামীজি কাজ করবেন। যে এমন একটা সুন্দর সময় আসবে, দেশটা তখন উঠবে, তখন সবাই বুঝবে যে স্বামীজির শক্তিটা অনন্ত হাত ধরে, অনন্ত এই ধরে কাজ করেছে। আমি প্রার্থনা করি সকলের ভিতরে স্বামীজির এই ভাবটা যেন ঢুকুক, যেন তোমাদের দেশভক্তিতে তোমরা যেন একটা কিছু উজ্জ্বল কিছু করো, এটাই আমার কথা।
नमः श्री अतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित् सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. Well, first of all, let me share my joy with all of you. It's a very, what do you say? It's a very joyful day for us because 75 years back we got our freedom. From, like, we got rid of the British shackles which is upon us, but Swamiji didn't want us to stop there. He wanted us to get rid of many more shackles. Like when I think of this shackle thing, then I am reminded of a story of a fox and a dog. Many of you might have known this story, but stories are always interesting. And even if we hear 500 times, still I would like to hear it the 501st time. So I can share the story with you. There was a fox and there was a dog, and both of them were friends, and they used to go together wherever they went. So one day what happened, the fox was quite cunning, foxes are always cunning, and so somehow it managed to get food from the places even where you cannot get food. Now the dog wasn't so capable, so what he thought was, let me go to the village side. Both of them were in forest. So this dog said, let me go to the village side, and I know that many people are there, and I have got many scents from there, like many sweet scents, and so I am sure they will be having a lot of food, and let me go there and I will find my way out. Okay, then many days passed, and the jackal missed its friend, the dog. So it thought to itself, let me go and see him. How is he doing? So he went there and he asked the dog, how are you? And of course the dog was very happy to see his friend, and how will he show? He barked and he wagged his tail and then said, I am very, very okay, I am very well. And friend, you are so lean. Why are you? I know it's so difficult to get food in jungles. So why are you roaming here and there? Come and stay with me. The master with whom I am staying is very nice. The lady, the in charge of the home, she gives me nice food. And just look at my body. I have become so fat and I am shining. My fur is shining. So just come with me and be with me. Devika, how long can I speak? Just tell me the time.
Mataji, I think 5:20.
5:20. Okay, fine. Fine. That's a lot of time. Okay, so then the jackal said, okay, fine, you are praising your master so much. Let me go and see for myself whether I can accommodate myself, whether I can adjust myself in that place. So both friends went, and while they were walking, the jackal saw, what do you say, the dog's fur has just come out in its collar, in its neck. So he said, what happened, friend? I know that everywhere your body is shining and your fur is really very nice to look at. But what happened to your neck? Then the dog said, oh, nothing. My master keeps me chained at night. Well, he leaves me at night, but during the daytime, he keeps me chained. Then the jackal said, I am very thankful for your offer, but I refuse to be chained. I prefer to be hungry. I prefer to search my own way in the jungles. I don't want a comfortable, luxurious lifestyle. I will make my own way, but I will never be a slave for anybody else. So this is a lesson which we have to learn. Even animals don't want to be a slave for others. So it's very unfortunate that we had to wear these shackles for so many years. But then it's again a matter of joy that we have succeeded in coming out of it. And today we have to remember those people. Like, see, what I feel is today, like, we do a work and we know that the result is this. Like, say, for example, people participated in the drawing competition and they have got prizes. My congratulations for all of them. And I must say that the program has been set very well. I like the song, I like the drama, I like the abriti, everything. Swamiji's words. Thank all the participants for, on behalf of me. They have done very well. So, what the thing is, like, as I said, I am doing a work, I know I will get a result. Then I am happy. And even if I don't get a result, I am happy that I have participated. Like that. Now, what happens is these people who have these patriots who gave their blood for us, some were transported to that far, far away places. Mandalay, some were sent off to that Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and they used to say that Kalapani Par Korida. They just push them away from the mainland because they are ticking like bombs. For the British, they were atom bombs. Why were they bombs? Because they are spreading the message of freedom. They are inspiring people. And the best of our land, they gave their everything. And because of their sacrifice, we are today living in a free world. And these people, they didn't even know when freedom will come. Today we are reading in history books, 1947, 15th August, we got our freedom. But they didn't know. They had darkness on all sides. Everywhere it was dark, everywhere there was no hope for them, everywhere they had to just struggle and struggle, but still they struggled because of two things. They loved our motherland. They didn't want to get anything in return. They just wanted to do their duty. As you said in the beginning, Gita and Swamiji's books, these were the things they had in their hands. Why? Because these are the books that inspire us to do our work without expecting for any result. Just look at their sacrifice. They don't know what will happen to them. They left their jobs, they left their relatives, they left their homeland, they left their glorious future. Like, say, I can go to, like, now we say that we are going to Canada, we are going to America, like that. I'm going to England to continue my studies. There were many, many brilliant people that we read the lives of patriots. We know that how well educated they were all. They had wonderful capabilities, possibilities before them, but still they chose to leave it. They chose to dedicate themselves at the holy altar of our motherland. So let us all salute them. Now see, why Swamiji's ideas inspired them? Because Rabindranath Tagore says, all of you would have heard his name, he wrote our national anthem. So Rabindranath Tagore says, if you want to know India, study Vivekananda. Because in him, everything is positive, nothing is negative. See, if you always, we like people who say positive things to us. Like, I like somebody who likes me, who says good things to me. Suppose, say, someone is always scolding me or someone is scowling at me, I will just move out from that place. I will not like to be in that place. Why? Because I am not feeling comfortable with that person. He might be very intelligent, he might be very brilliant, he might have achieved many things in life, but if that person is not amiable to me, if he is not willing to be present with me, then I will also put up a barrier immediately. I will be at a distance from that person. So if you read Swamiji, you will find that there are, especially I will suggest to read that lectures from Colombo to Almora, Bharate Vivekananda in Bengali. You can say that everywhere it is said that children of India, and Swamiji says that even if you chase me out of this land, I will, of course, we all know that we never chased him out. We welcomed him with open hands, but still Swamiji is saying these words. Even if you don't like me, I will always like you. I will be telling whatever is necessary for you to go forward. That was Swamiji's mantra. No, Swamiji always said us, Go forward, go forward. Don't be stagnant, because he says if you are stagnant, you die. So you have to go forward. So this is what we learn from Swamiji, positivity. And there is another point, like we call Swamiji as Rishi. So who is a Rishi? A Rishi is somebody who has seen things which we can't see. But they are not false things. Like there's a magician. He tells me, I will bring out a rabbit from a bag, okay, or a hat, most probably. So afterwards, I don't think you can go and catch that rabbit unless the magician allows you. I don't know the magic tricks, but what I'm trying to say is, you have many incidents there that false is shown as truth. There is nothing there, but you will see so many things there because your eyes are being covered by that magic trick. Okay, and what a rishi does is he tells the truth, which we cannot see right now because we have not risen to that position. But that rishi has told certain things which are becoming true. Like say, for example, Swamiji went and meditated in Kanyakumari. We all know that. There is a very beautiful memorial erected there, and Swamiji used to spend 3 days there meditating on India. We all know that. And what did he say then? I am seeing the future of India coming out, and for that we should do this and this. Have an organization, have renunciation and service, and inundate the land with positive ideas. All these things he said. Okay. And who believed him? Because those things were not practical. Then India was under foreign British aggression, and everywhere there was illiteracy. We had only 3% of education or 10% of education all over India, and India included Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Burma. So everywhere there was poverty. There was nothing. The British drained us from everything. We had gold, we had diamonds. When we read the Kohinoor and what-not, I heard a very interesting story that when the foreign aggressors they came, like India they were what do I say? They were blinded because there was so much of wealth here, so much of wealth. They just couldn't even guess that so much of gold or diamonds or wealth can be there in a country. So these aggressors, they wanted to take away these things, and from where they got these things? They got it from temples. They got it from the places where worship was done. Now this is another point. Swamiji says, but before I come to this point, let me tell you. So when Swamiji said that, people could hardly believe what he said. But today, after so many years, we are finding it coming true. Like you are more used to hearing the successes which India has got everywhere, like Chandrayaan, sending Chandrayaan, and so many things are there. We have conquered mountains. What have we not done? We have done everything which is possible for a nation to do. So now we know that Swamiji was a rishi, and what he uttered at that particular point is true now, and it will be true in future also. So what Swamiji's words were true in the past, Swamiji's words are true in the present, and Swamiji's words will be true in the future also. So if we want to progress, if we want our country to progress, we should believe in Swamiji's words. And a group believed in Swamiji's words, and as a result, we got rid of that shackles and we got our freedom. So at present, let us believe in Swamiji's words, so future Indians will be proud of us. They will say, luckily for us, our ancestors, like our present group, our fathers, those descendants, they will refer to us as ancestors. So they will say that we are proud of you. Thankfully, you followed Swamiji. So we should try to mold our lives in the path Swamiji showed to us. Okay. So what did Swamiji do? Swamiji, in one word, if I have to say, I will say that Swamiji gave us self-confidence back. Like we didn't have confidence, but Swamiji said, have faith in yourself. Like you all know that very famous quotation. Even if you believe in that millions and millions of gods, if you don't believe in yourself, I call you an atheist. So this is what Swamiji said. And Swamiji's patriotism or Swamiji wanted all-round development. Like see, when a rishi comes, I told you, Swamiji, it's our blessing that Swamiji came in India, because we have got a guidance now for years, for ages, for centuries. He has guided us. He has given guidelines so that we can progress for centuries. But if Swamiji concentrated only on getting freedom of India, then his work is done by 1947. Is that not? So we will remember him only in history books. Yes, Swamiji was also one of the person who contributed in getting India's freedom. There it is, but it's not like that. His words are eternal, because the truths which he said are applicable to each and every age. So if we want to understand Swamiji, we should try to get the essence of what he says. But let us not just confine him to one particular theme or one particular area. He is applicable in every place. So Swamiji says that in India, the highest ideal of life has been made practical. And our goal is spirituality. And what Swamiji says is, we have many powers. Like I can be a wrestler. I can push thousands away by one fist. If I use my fist, I'll give him a blow and that person will go away. Like we see in many serials. I used to see, now I'm sure you are seeing these things. So physical strength is there. And then there is another strength. What is that strength? Intellectual strength. I can be a very intelligent person. I can score 100 out of 100 in maths and Sanskrit, and I can go to IIT. I can go to foreign countries using my intellectual ability. But there is another power, and that power is the power of spirit. And Swamiji says there is an orchestra going on. In the whole world, there's an orchestra going on. Like see, we heard that Vande Mataram. So that Vande Mataram song, we have heard the flute, that Vaishnavi, I think her name is Vaishnavi, she played the flute very well. So there's a flute, there's a sitar, there's a violin, there is a tabla, there's a mridang. So what means all these things together, they bring out a beautiful symphony. We heard a very beautiful song. And like that, in case if the flute thinks, no, only my voice should be heard, I will stop all others, and it starts playing, then it will be jarring. And if tabla says, no, only I will be heard, there should be no other instruments, then it will not be so nice to hear. So what is necessary is, all the instruments should play together. They must play in their own respective places, and not very noisy and not silent also. They should play in a melodious way, like that. In this entire world, Swamiji says, there's a grand symphony is going on. And each and every nation has one part to play. Like Greek people, they liked architecture. There's another Romans, they liked power, conquering people. Like that, each and every one, they have that part to play. And what's the play? What India will do? India will play the sound of spirituality. And we are the descendants of rishis. Swamiji says, in outside countries, they will trace themselves to some bandits. But we trace ourselves to rishis. And what did these sages do? They were pure and they were unselfish. So Swamiji says that he said in a very beautiful way, he has said that even if you paint yourself like a leopard, Shiva will not hear your prayers if you are not pure in body and mind. So external purity, it's very easy to get. Every day we take bath, right? We use either fragrant soaps or body wash. We keep ourselves clean, and then we brush our teeth. So external purity, external cleanliness is very easy to get. But internal purity, chitta shuddhi, it's a bit difficult to get. Why is it difficult to get? Because we think it is easy to be selfish. If I am selfish, if I don't share my notes with somebody else, then I will get 100. Or more importantly, he will not get 100. See, if I am not working enough, I will not get 100. So, what a selfish person will do is, I will take a shortcut. So, what I will do is, I will not allow that person to get 100. So, this is what a selfish person thinks. But you miss out on another point. What is that? In case if you share your books, in case if you ask that person to come and read with you, even if you forget that thing, your answers in the examination, you will not forget it because you have taught that person. Just mark my words, you can try it. Even if I sit and study, the tendency is that I might forget. But if I teach the same thing to somebody else, I will never forget that. So this is the magic of being unselfish. Share your views with others. And Swamiji says there are two obstacles for India's glorious journey. What are these obstacles? One is either you are a bundle of superstitions. You are scared to move this way or that way. And Swamiji says, again he uses this funny parable like words, examples. He says your religion has gone to the kitchen. Your devata is your cooking pot. And you will always say, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like see, purity is necessary, cleanliness is necessary, but anything which is extreme should be avoided. So this is what Swamiji says, don't be in that side. And again, don't be an imitating person. Don't always blindly imitate whatever others are asking you to do. Because you have your own heritage, you have your own glorious heritage, and Swamiji says it can be got from Upanishads. And Swamiji used to like Kathopanishad very much, and I think Devikadi would have told you the story of Nachiketa. If she hasn't told, then you ask her to say it with you. It's a very beautiful story where Nachiketa goes to the door of Yama, the god of death. And then he says, and when his father said, go to Yama, Jamirwadi chole jao, go to Yama. His father got annoyed, so he just said like that. But then he thought, I might be second to, there are many people who are more intelligent than me. Okay. And there are many people who I am more intelligent. So, I am not the last person. I am always in the middle. Okay, I am not in the first, but I am also not the last. So this self-confidence Swamiji liked about Nachiketa, and he wanted us to have that self-confidence. And he repeatedly said, if there is any sin in this world, it's weakness. Swamiji just hated this word, He said that if somebody says, I cannot do this, or am I capable of doing it, he says that I feel that Vajragat hoega. That means thunder has fallen on my head, because he knows that we are all divine beings, and we should manifest our divinity. We must have faith in ourselves. And he says, do you know what is the difference between the highest man and the lowest worm that crawls under your feet? It is ignorance. If you believe in yourself that all power is within me, all goodness is within me, all purity is within me, then I will surely become the greatest man. And then Swamiji says that India must supply this spirituality to the entire world. That is our part. And he says that people are just, the East has this perennial fountain of spirituality, and West is people are dying from materialism. They are searching here and there for spirituality. Like, what happens if you are born in a sweet shop, a person who owns a sweet shop, you will not like to eat sweets, because whenever you want, you have sweets available, and so you think that why should I eat this? Let me go and eat a lanka instead. Lanka means a chili. So like that, because we are born in India we cannot appreciate what we have got, what we have. Swamiji says it's a gift which our forefathers have handed over to us. How many people are coming to India? They see this is the land of Buddha. That people. I know many persons who are teaching songs or dance even online over video conferencing, so that from America they can't come here and this teacher can't go there, so they're learning via like that. So even in India we are learning, right? You have students from Hyderabad, etc. So like that. So we should try to appreciate what is there, what has been handed over to us. Let us respect it and let us try to imbibe those good qualities in us. So Swamiji says that men are wanted. Everything else will be there, money will be there, everything else will be there. We find this thing happening in Sarada Math. Like many people come and tell us, Mataji, we are ready to help you. Take this ashram, take this buildings, like that. We will give you everything. Then I remember Swamiji's words, like, where are the people? Like, we are short of staff. So if we have more people, then we can serve our country more. So even if you are not in the monastic setup, from wherever you are, Swamiji says, even if you do a little help to anybody, that will benefit you. That will give you peace. So even a little bit, say you cannot help hundreds now, but when you become big, try to help at least one. So how do I help? My old books are there, my old notebooks are there, textbooks. I can donate it. Instead of tearing it away, instead of drawing on that, I can share. Keep my things well. I can keep my things carefully, so that after I finish my exam, somebody else who is intelligent, who has not the capacity to buy these books, they can use it. So this I can do. And I have my old dress. Instead of tearing it, I can keep it. So I can give it to some person who is not so fortunate enough to buy a new cloth. So right, these are all small things which we can try to begin with. Then God willing, we will get big things. Mother will give us the capacity to do this. So Swamiji has always asked us to be strong, and he says, anything which will unnerve me, anything which will weaken me, physically or mentally, just reject it as poison. And he says, if you have the will, then everything else will come to you. You must have the confidence, and you should believe that yes, I can do. So this accumulation of willpower is very necessary. And secondly, what is very necessary is cooperation. Swamiji says we are very lazy. Like Swamiji also scolded us, he never used, he will not always use nice words. He will scold us so that we will know our mistakes and we will correct it. Like he has said, we cannot work together, we cannot love each other, we are intensely selfish. And he said that if three of you come together, then immediately you will hate each other and you will become jealous of each other. Then he says that this is a slave mentality. He says jealousy is the sign of slaves. That's what Swamiji says. So he says be strong physically, mentally, and see, that's what I want to say, There are many flowers. If a lotus thinks that why can't I be a rose, then there's no point. A lotus is lotus, a rose is rose. Each and everyone has its own unique place in life. So it's okay if I don't get 100 out of 100 in maths. Maybe I am a very good person in language. So we should try to discover our merits, and we have to encourage ourselves. Encourage ourselves. Of course, our parents will encourage us. Of course, the society will encourage us. But even if nobody encourages us, we will encourage ourselves. And we will pray for Shraddha. In Upanishads, there are many prayers. They say that let that Shraddha come to me. Let us pray and give up an awful disease. Swamiji says an awful disease. What is the awful disease? Not being serious. The thing is, if you are not serious about anything, if you take everything casually, then you cannot reach your goal. If you want to reach your goal, you must concentrate and you must be pure and you should work for it and take yourself seriously. You yourself are a gift from God. So this is what I wanted to tell you. These are all Swamiji's ideas, and Swamiji has said so many things, so many inspiring things. You yourself have told so many inspiring words to me too. You said those quotations. It was very nice. It's very inspiring. So go on reading Swamiji, and Swamiji says, this is the truth in Upanishads. Whatever you will think, that you will become. Swamiji has said this. So if you want to get a strong will, if you want to be fearless, if you want to be free from jealousy, if you want to progress in life, follow Swami Vivekananda. Read his works and then you will reach your goal. My best wishes to all of you. I really enjoyed being with you all, and I hope I will go to Sangha one day and meet you all personally. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you. Take care.